but they don't know you like we do. There is power in your name. We've heard that there is no way through. We've heard the tide will never change. They haven't seen what you can do. They ain't even seen the physical yet. In their name. So much I ain't even do no physical damage yet, y'all. Anyhow. Move the immovable. Break the unbreakable. God, we believe. God, we believe. From the impossible, we'll see. I got it. I'm gonna stop. God, we believe. God, we believe for it. Okay, people of God. Hold on. I was supposed to tell you all about this. People who is tell the future and things like that. People who the devil recruited and shit like that, who have gifts to do different things or whatever. Remember, God don't take away his gifts and things that he give you and stuff like that. Okay? But people is be traitors of God and go use their gifts to expand Satan world, to make Satan great. Okay? Being a traitor to God. Now, when it comes to this fortune telling, whatever situation or the capability to see in the future, they ain't got it like they got it. Because as you know what movie tells me is black, Men in Black. They're one of the, I don't know which, I can't say which Men in Black at this current time, but it's one of the Men in Black movies where the guy was telling the time and he was like, there's so much options, anything can happen, Go Mets! Let's go Mets! You're just in time! Woo!
Are we missing something?
The game!
Whoa. This is amazing.
It's a gigantic pain in the ass, but it has its moments. So many futures. It's my favorite moment in human history. All the things that had to converge for the Mets to win the World Series. That baseball, for instance, was aerodynamically flawed.
The gift?
Yeah. Oh, yes, of course, in the box. To protect the Earth, it's a shield.
Shield.
When that ball is pitched to Davy Johnson, it hits his bat 2 micrometers too high, causing him to pop out to Cleon Jones, who would have been born Clara. A miracle is what seems impossible, but happens anyway. I lost my planet. I don't want you to lose yours. Oh, dear. I forgot to see this one coming.
Damn it! You have these in the future? No.
And I just want to remind the people of God that that's one of the things that they use to psych y'all out, thinking that they so ahead of you and that you don't have no option because you cornered and you don't got no moves to make and things like that. It ain't go so. Okay, just because somebody foretell the time could be changed and it still could go so many different options based off what you do. This is why there's people watching you like hound dogs and things like that. Confirmation burp. This one coming from deeper than. Excuse me. Anyway, people of God, I get dragged back on y'all to tell y'all why I get upset with my husband or feel like turning against my future husband / aka husband, Michael, when I find out all these tragic things about my family members and things. Okay? So what has happened is, right, it's like I just have a moment of feeling like when I just wake up the first time and when information was just coming into me slowly. when I realize how wicked people is and things like that, that has take me back to remember when I just wake up and I learned that it seemed like it's them against us. Really, it's the knowing against the unknowing. Like we didn't know, like we didn't know nothing, and because I feel like the karmic family know or knew things, I still don't know how much y'all knew, you know? So when I jump back into that mind frame, I just clash everybody as one, and I feel like that ain't really right. And then I just clash everybody as everybody over there is use witchcraft or however and things like that. My husband say talk about him in specific, right? So I feel like I on this time and it's so hard for me to think right now. My husband got mad at me. I gotta go, y'all. I gotta go get ready. And it's gonna be a little hard for me to remember what I wanted to say, but like sometimes, okay, I watched that. I watched a clipping of the movie The Hunchback from Notre Dame again. I watched a clipping where the guy and the girl was, they was doing about the fight or something like that or whatever, fighting, and then the girl asked the guy if you trying to interrogate me, and I feel like I had that same scenery with Michael before.
Fight almost as well as a man.
Funny, I was going to say the same thing about you.
That's hitting a little below the belt, don't you think?
No, this is.
Touché. You fight almost as well as a man. And you are...
Is this an interrogation?
It's called an introduction.
You're not arresting me?
Not as long as you're in here. I can't.
You're not at all like the other soldiers.
Thank you.
So, if you're not going to arrest me, what do you want?
I'd settle for your name.
Esmeralda.
Where he annoy me because I always felt like I was in an interrogation with him. He used to ask me all kind of questions and dig goat uses. He used to go dig up information about me and then ask me things like why you live so much different places and things like that. That used to piss me off, people of God. Wait, hold on. And people about that comment, but they live in so much places. They ain't so much damn places. Michael is run fucking out. Okay? I lived a few places with me and my baby daddy because we used to move in places together, fight, break up, move out, separate, and then when we get back together, we want to live together again. As simple as that. Not because for lack of being able to pay your bills and things like that, and that's what he was trying to check out, because he's like, oh, he wants someone stable and all kind of shit and this and that and this and that, but it ain't just the interrogation part of it. It's knowing that he used to ask me questions and he know that he know the answers too. And when I think back about it, he used to talk to me from way back then. When I was in Exoma, he used to be using his little powers and shit to talk to me and things like that. And make me do things. See, I thinking about this witchcraft aspect of it, people of God. And when I hear, and I just can't understand how somebody could use witchcraft, knowing what I know and how demons is trying to take over I just can't understand how somebody could use witchcraft and still be a good person. That's my thing, because that's the point of why God don't want you to touch witchcraft, because you would constantly be fighting against the urge to be wicked, confirmation burp, and do wicked things. So it makes me not want to trust anyone who's do witchcraft. And then when I jump back into that mindset, I be thinking that all those people over on that side is do witchcraft, and I don't think that that's the case. Okay, when I think about people like my cousin, Fred, and them, and things like that, and Camp, and my friend, and Tandra, and things like that, I just retract my statement quick. But I ask the people of God on that side, and to know that we're all one, and there's no difference between us, and to forgive me, because just sometimes I when you see me have that glitch, that little glitch, it is be me thinking back into my waking up and thinking that everybody in the karmic family is do witchcraft, and that's why I say that. But to be told, for the good people out there who is, try to use the witchcraft once they get caught to fight against Satan's system, I believe that they are God's warfaring angels. They are God's preserved from the karmic family, God's warfaring angels. And that's why they are so strong and able to withstand the temptation to change and be wicked. And I have to remember that. So just how God has preserved chosen people, God specifically sends certain people in that karmic fucking family to preserve them to be able to fight against the devil and even out the board on that side. Because at the end of the day, you could imagine if we didn't have people like my husband on that side. And also, I think they wanted me to say, my husband want me to tell y'all something. One time when, back in the day when he used to be, and I can't see how I never even pick up that. I was talking to this man. You was talk to you was answer your head so naturally. Like, back in the day when he asked to see my what, and I didn't want him to see it, and he was upset and he got mad about it. This man made me sit down. I can remember sitting down in front of the mirror, but I was butt naked. It don't matter. That area was naked. Spread my leg in front of the mirror. People of God. And the man asked me, say, what it looked like. Oh, Jesus. And shit like that. When I think about shit like that, and just me, Rachel, looking at it and describing it to myself. And no one ain't realize I talking to Mr. Roll. It's still shit like that. But it's make me feel like this witchcraft thing serious, and how can you trust somebody who's do witchcraft and things like that? But then remember, I say I have to remember all the good things he's done for me. And I'm reminded that, when I was being treated bad in my marriage and they keep damaging my car, I was told that it was Michael who made a way for me to get a new car, because I did end up getting in one accident. And it was Michael's influence what helped them write off my car and give me the money to be able to get a new car. And when I was trying to order this new car, this newer car, what I have, it was Michael's guidance who comforted me to trust the Chinese company that I didn't know. I remember, like, my mind saying, trust it, do it, you could do it. And, and like, when my ex-husband was secretly recording me to go and do evil, set me up, it was Michael who made me pick up the phone and realize that he was recording me. And when my ex-husband break my car handle on my taxi, it was Michael that brought me to the window to see him next to my car handle doing something mischievous, you know? And when my daughter flicking sneak out the flicking house for the very first time, it was Michael who wake me up out my sleep and tell me, say, my daughter missing. You understand? And that time, people of God, in the physical world, I was calling Michael like mad. And I remember rowing him when I get him. I was like, you never here when I need you. You never here when I need you. I was having a whole situation and I was frustrated. I just wanted to talk to you about it, but I can't remember what he was running on with, people of God, at that particular time. But just to know that he intentionally not answer me, I don't know, but he was with me all along, and it was only because of him I was able to, know that my daughter even went outside. But she was a good girl. She didn't, do anything out of character. That boy drag her and convince her to come out my house, out of the safety of my house, and I really didn't like that. But that was set up by my ex-husband. Because I remember him telling me prior to say, oh, they say the boys just come and to your house in the night. Next thing I know, my daughter flicking outside with the boy. You see how much I hate, I hate wicked people. And another thing that, was just revealed to me this morning, when we used to sell seafood with my mommy, when we was in Nassau, my mommy was in Abaco, and she used to get us the crawfish meat. And she was like the middleman. She would buy it by the person, buy it from somebody, and then sell it to us for a little bit more. And we was doing so good on that. And then, when my birthday came, my ex-husband was like, you know what, let's go down by your mommy for your birthday, and at the same time we could cut out, so we could look for the crawfish person, so we could buy the crawfish directly from the person. And I was like, okay, because I wanted to do the birthday thing, and I always about cutting the middleman out now. You don't need about the middleman thing. But I understand that was set up by the enemy to make me look like a terrible person to my mommy. But it was influenced by my ex. You understand? That was his fucking idea, and it was his idea to pay for fucking that. You understand? It was my birthday. I really just wanted to have fun and looking, and I had never been Abaco before. No, I lied. Did we go? Did we see? I think I did visit. Man, I think that was the first. That might have been the first trip to Abaco. I'm sure. But I didn't really like the idea of it surprising my mommy. Lone way, the enemy in my life using that for my mommy to turn against me. To have reason to hate me more. To do fucking spiritual warfare against me and shit like that. Thinking that, I this wicked conniving person, I just as bad for going along with it. I'll tell you, I got you out in your face though. I don't do the middleman thing, it's correct. I don't believe in the middleman. The middleman ain't fucking necessary, they say in 50. Middleman ain't necessary, man. Yeah, but you deal with the middleman as long as you have to, and when you don't have to, you fucking stop dealing with them, huh? That's all I'm saying. And people of God, I'm not even saying and remembering all the things that have been exposed to me that my husband was doing and how he was taking care of me the whole time. Okay? Even when I flicking jump ship and gone Harbor fucking Island, my husband was taking care of me. It was him who, I tell you, I did end up fucking into one Haitian man who was driving my golf cart, and this man was riding me all around the island. I called Michael, I say, come pick me up and whatever. He say, meet me at the police station. I say, but I gotta walk. He say, well, I in the police car. I can't have no rider, so whatever. Say that on you. But you know what? He always just lead me to people to take care of me. When I was in Harbor Island, he made sure that the man who was riding the Gulf car was available. I say, this man must he ain't got no job. Anytime I call him, he's available to carry me where I wanted to go. And every time I never had to lift my bag. Do no heavy lifting and thing with my bag. That one bag where I was ready to move in with my bag. I had all my seasoning in my bag. People look out, I was ready to cook for my man and all. I gotta go, baby. I can stay. Man, people look out. Every time I was in a position where I needed to lift my bag, a man or a male was around to lift my damn bag. That covering and that caring for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then the fact that he gets no credit for it is the next thing. He scared me dead hard. Hold on, wait. Devil mad. He scared me dead hard in the physical world. But in the spiritual world, he's be on it. Okay? That's my king. So you can imagine what I'd have been missing out on if I'd have just say, man, I finish with you. Good thing I saw. Right up. Yeah, what else need to be said in this video? Again, good people of the karmic family, I apologize, man. Just, work with me, because remember, I'm still human. I'm still operating from a human mindset. And I forget things, don't forget that little thing I tell you about the story. I forget. I feel a little forgetful too. Confirmation bird. So that confirming that I damn forgetful. Money. There you have it. So forgive me, people of God. Trust me, I love y'all. Ain't no difference when it comes to y'all to me. I just being honest. So sometimes when I think about that witchcraft thing, it's a little bit, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Alright? I'm sorry. My man know I ain't getting nowhere, so don't mind me. It's a trip. My husband say, there's one time, right, when I was talking to Michael, I was like, so Michael, because I used to try to carry me so hard in the physical. I say, so Michael, if I need your help, you won't help me? Huh? Michael said, I try not to get in no flicking. I forget what we were saying at the time. Doesn't matter. He said, I try not to get in no flicking problems myself. I say, but if I really need you, Michael, you won't help me? I was saying it, this is the way I saying it calm, it's not the way I was saying it. I was being dramatic. He say, oh, you dramatic. So I dramatic. My husband is well aware that he have a very extremely dramatic wife, okay? Anyway, this has been this wife from Love Gone Viral. Hanging in there, ain't going nowhere. You happy?
Is everyone happy now?
You always want me to recap this old boring story.
Something about the name Jesus.
What you know about that, boy? Something about the name Jesus.
It is the sweetest name. Oh, how I love the name Jesus.
We are safe now.
Oh, how I love the name Jesus. It is the sweetest name.